Live from the LJPCBM studios from Savannah, Georgia. It is time for LJPCBM Friday. And now, here's the stars of the show: Nick Shepard, Benny Blue, and Remix Clone.
Thank you, David Fowlson. Hello, people. Joe speaking. Welcome to Fridays, episode 14. Doing this episode's Remix Palm, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
And we can go over not one, not two, and a special someone to celebrate 10 years ago today, who sadly passed away 10 years ago. And we're going to go over one Apple and Game Summit and what watch on Max. And we'll do notes and wrap things up. So, yeah. So,
Alrighty.
I'm reading this one last case before we get.
Alright, well, I changed my photo because I'm on the iPad. I don't have my avatar.
Wow.
But yeah, happy
to be here today, so it's just going to be you and me today.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to just say happy Friday, and as far as what I got going, well, stay tuned for a stream that's coming this Sunday night on Twitch. So head on over,
folks.
So I'm gonna be doing a stream for you all this Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on We Must Plum TV Twitch channel. There'll be a link and everything in the Remix Games and Fun Facebook group, as well as Remix Games Discord server. And if you haven't followed me on the Discord Remix Games, go ahead and do so. And I'd love for you to join.
Yeah, join.
And so like I said, it's going to be a fun stream at 7 p.m. And it's a game that I purchased recently this week. It was a big release this week, and it's now available across game platforms. And I have the PS5 version as we speak, and I did a video of that on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so I'm going to be streaming this Sunday, so don't miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Don't miss it, folks.
And it's to celebrate the iconic puzzle game's 40th anniversary.
Wow.
And the game I'm going to be playing is a game that I enjoy playing, as a kid growing up, in middle school days and all that stuff. It's a game I still play today, and it's part of the collection, and I will be streaming it this Sunday, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned, folks.
So anyway, that's pretty much that for right now. And of course, hope everybody's enjoying the Mac Mini. The new Mac that came out last week.
Yeah, I was very excited.
Awesome. So, and I'm gonna be working on a couple of episodes for podcasts. So I'm gonna be pretty much busy Well, except for Wheel One, but I digress.
I digress.
Yeah, because I know that that Luke has saw the announcement of a new version of Final Cut.
I did.
With,
Let's say around 6 in the afternoon, in the evening, before Remix told me about it, which I had to update before Remix did tell me about it. I'd have to, and it looks beautiful,
and you are now also have a video editing app on your Mac, which is also available on the iPad as well.
Which is DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah, DaVinci Resolve.
Which is good.
Have you been using it?
I have been using only one video, and that is their top LJP, so scroll up to number 110. Let me tell you something, folks. I haven't tried logos on the closing credits at all. That's the main issue I have with the video. So on closing credits, that's the main problem on movies on closing credits. That's the main reason. But the only thing I do with the DaVinci Resolve is work with HD, not 4K, unfortunately. So there you go.
Well, I think the free version can only do 1080p, and the paid version can probably do 4K.
Okay, that'll work just fine. But
and like I said, it costs the same price as Final Cut on the App Store. But what you do get, it's a powerful free software, and if you want the extras, then yeah, I would consider getting the $300 one on the App Store.
Like so I said, the $300 one.
The free version would get you started.
Yeah, I got the free version, not the extra $300 one yet, but that's just me.
Well, and for you to to see what DaVinci has, and you getting around the interface and everything, and
yeah.
So it's for someone who wants to at least try out the software, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't want 4K, then it's fine. But if they do want 4K, then you'll probably have to pay to get it on the App Store.
Yeah. Even though I have the App Store version, that was it. And I do have, and that's why I don't have enough money for the DaVinci Resolve one yet. But I do have some money to save in order to do it. That was it. I'm not going to tell the money price I have right now. That's a no-no, but that's just me. I just do it when I was doing early days of my main channel. I don't do that anymore.
Well, probably until you get a Mac Mini M4, then you probably will consider getting that.
Christmas time. So
as I said, you're gonna need a Thunderbolt 4 dock.
I need to.
The Mac Mini M4 lacks USB-A, so if your capture card uses a USB-A, then you have to get that dock, and that's gonna be $300, but.
Yeah,
but that's what
you
have to do if you want to use its functionality. Because otherwise, you're going to not be happy about it.
I'm not going to. If it's going to happen to the $300 one, yeah. In order for me to get that, I need to have this,
Well, again, it has all the ports you need.
Yes.
Since the Mac Mini M4 has USB-Cs on the front, and then Thunderbolt 4 on the back.
It's good. Good advice for anybody. Because I like USB-A members like me, I don't have anything like that in the time. Because I use the mouse.
And that was one of the criticisms you said about the Mac Mini M4 is the lack of A ports.
Yeah.
But this solution is gonna probably resolve a thing on the new Mac Mini.
It's a good idea. And that's why I want to get that focus in the range of things. And plus, I want to have to click on the mouse and plug in one of the SSD drives in or some of the hard drives in if I want to cooperate with the putting the SSD drives in. And that should be more easier. Plain simple.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Well, I was gonna say, so Tetris Forever, which is a game that was developed by Digital Eclipse, which is owned by Atari, and this is awesome, for Tetris fans like myself. It's a video game compilation and an interactive documentary. I think the documentary is worth the price tag. But,
Yeah.
15 games that makes the collection awesome.
Yes.
And so it really goes over pretty much everything about Tetris and everything. And then you get into the cream of the crop, if you will, is
Yes.
rights to Tetris. From that started from 87 until 89 when we got the rights and got the console rights and everything.
Makes sense.
It's very fascinating. If you want to know everything about Tetris, this game you should definitely buy.
Give that a shot.
And I recently purchased it on the PlayStation Store, and I am glad to have this game. And
you enjoy it.
Next time, I will be getting the Xbox version, because I want to have this on Xbox too, not just PS5.
Exactly.
But yeah, so it came out on November 12th, and it's it's on PS4, PS5, Switch, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series, which I'm gonna get. Surprisingly enough, it's even on the VCS, which is kind of funny, but.
Funny, yeah.
But it's on the VCS, and so again, I have the game on PC. Not PC, PS5. I'm not going to PC because I don't play PC games. Because I do console gaming. Because I'm not going to. Yeah, well,
sometimes I play PC games.
The whole nitty gritty on why I don't do PC gaming.
Yeah.
Because I just don't do it. But anyway, so besides that, that's pretty much everything I'm doing, and I'm gonna be busy later. We're on radio at 5:00. We got brand new music coming that I can't wait, and then a movie presentation at 8:00, and that's pretty much everything that I got going for today.
It's good.
So anyway, Luke, go ahead and talk about the one of your family members and everything. So go ahead and take it away.
Before I say anything about family members' deaths, I want to say anything about death topics first before we begin family members. Okay.
Okay. Well, I totally forgot. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go sit in the corner while you do the topics.
Okay. Go on.
Which way? Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, the first death topic I have to say is Tommy Alderson. Born that name. He was an American Texas country musician from Marvin Wells, Texas. He attended to play Valley football and Alderson High School with Allison Sam Baker, then known as Dick Baker. During junior college, he played the guitar of James Hunt, later produced Hands for his album. Allison shared the stage with the Texas musicians Willie Nelson, Johnny Bush, Johnny Jimbo, Jerry Joe Walker, Craig Baker, Jerry G. Nunn, Ray Willie Hobburn, Randy Foster and Stephen Forbes, as well as Robert Earl Kings, my dad, Pat Green, Charlie Robinson, Dale Robinson, and singer-songwriter Jim Lovendale. He was born in Austin, Texas on June 10th, 1950. His favorite bandmates was son Justin on lead guitar, Ray Hudson and steel, and Darryl, something like that. But not anyway. Ron Thompson's drums, Jerry Robbins and bass, like that. And Boston Shelby and Howard Heather Wardrobe on fiddle. Wow, okay. His new band consists of Ray Austin, Eric Holmes on drums, Justin Lightfoot on bass and vocals like that. Boston Shelby and Phil and vocals like that. And Justin Alvarez on guitar and vocals like that. Alvarez and the band were picking up along the 19 overrides from the Middle Light True for Texas campaign 2000, okay? Iverson has been featured on TV, radio and TV commercials with Dairy Queen, Merrill Lite, and Vanessa Texas Grills, like that. Iverson was also above the Terry Awards Entertainment Year 2000. Discovery includes Tax Songs, something that happened after anyway. A commemoration of his first two cassette releases, From the Heart of the Hill Country, something like that anyway. And Always in My Heart. Loves on Live on the Bizarre, something that was produced by legendary producer Phil York. Me on the Jukebox, co-produced by Allison and Lloyd Maines, were contained by the hit Ona Ma's Chorus. Having nothing means about that. Sorry, anyway. And Albion Pickin, something like that, was released, recorded on the historic commercial auditorium in Waxhaw, Texas. Also, Iverson's Hill Country Here I Come is featured on the 2001 release Texas Road Trip combinations by Comparative Records by that. Smith Music Group will distribute CDs by Corey Grau, Jason Bard, Corey Morrison, and many others have acquired the distributing rights to all Iverson CDs. Iverson released Heroes and Friends in June 2004. So guest artists included on the CD were Gary B. Nunn, Rossi Murr, Mike Graham, David James, Mike Crow, and Heather Morgan. Wow, okay. Iverson's fifth studio release, titled Country the Bow, was his debut on Post Door Records. The album won 2007 Best Country and Western Music Award with Fort Worth Weekly. It was released at the Hobson's 10th Annual Texas Music Family Gathering. He died from liver cancer on November 14th, 2024. He was 74 years old. The next step topic has to Pierre Seinfeld, born Pierre John Seinfeld. He was an English poet and songwriter. He was best known as a co-founder of lyrics of King Crimson. The debut album, In the Court of the Crimson King, was considered one of the first and most fully progressive rock albums ever released. His lyrics are known for the subtle imagery of an enlarged common fantasy concert, Nature of the Sea. The album offered the deal with emotional concepts and sometimes storylines concepts. When it's clear he adopted the songwriting to be better not suit pop music. And while a number of successful songs with artists as Celine Dion, Cher, Cliff Richard, Leo Sayer, Five Star, and Bugs Fizz. In 2005, Seinfeld was first punk rock hero in Q magazine for his radio work and influence in the music history. He died yesterday. He was 8 years old. The next step topic has to do with Sheldon Family, born Sheldon Family. He was an American record producer, songwriter, and arranger. Best known for his work in England from the 1960s with The Who, The Knicks, and many other artists. He arranged and produced his hit songs as You Get Ready at Me by The Knicks, My Generation by The Who, and Fire My Mind by the Easy Beats. He also played guitar and percussion on some of his productions. He was born in Chicago, Illinois, United States on August 11th, 1937. From the early age, he was an interest in both music, early rock, rhythm and blues, and folk music, and country music, as well as the technology of the recording studio. At the age of 13, Tammy appeared on the regularly in the popular NBC TV radio television show Quiz Kids, question and answer program for Chicago. He told Chris Ambrose of Token Magazine what he did for me. That was absolutely was a business I wanted to be in. He graduated from Fairfax High School in Los Angeles in June 1955. That same year, high school that attended by songwriter Jerry Weber, A&B label owner and performer Herb Albert, the late Michael Jackson, and producer Phil Strathers. Anyway, after working for ABC Television, he began working as a recording engineer for Conway Studios Los Angeles, where owner and engineer Paul Yeam trained him with some free track recording equipment. 3 days later, Tommy has a first assignment producing a record, Falling Star by Debbie Sharon, according to journalist Chris Hott. Tommy's move to the television and audio recording was announced to rapid distribution to high side. At Conway, he worked with Gary Paxson, producer Hollywood artists Ollie Oo. Some the Margaret's, Vogue Group, the Casuals, R&B pioneers, Ray Hall, and Bob Blackwell, and the other group of the Sessions musicians fans be known as the Wrecking Crew. Tommy and Ying often experiment with production techniques. They play with separation record recordings, levels, and built buffels and platforms covered with carpet, using them as vocals and instruments. In the interview with Terry Stones, in my music producers, Tommy recalled that Ying would let me do whatever I wanted after our regular sessions were over. So I used to work with milking techniques for how I make drums sound better or guitars sound better. These really made proportions like that. So we are doing it for the first time together. It's very totally new. In the summer of '62, Tommy went to Britain, supposedly a 5-week European vacation. He went to real money and thought he was able to be working for a couple of weeks to earn some more. Nick Van, a good friend producer of Capitol Records, gave him a stack of appetites take along with him, using it as he can produce them. If we couldn't get him the job. Tommy met with Dick Rowe at Decca Records A&R and played 2.5 plays that he gave him to use. There was Music in the Air by Blue Rawls and Surfing Safari by the Beach Boys. Raul told him you start today. Tommy joined Decca Records. It's an independent record producer and was the first in the UK. Working with Decca top pop performers such as the Irish trio Buccaneers, We released the hit single Charmaine. When he struggled out as an independent, Tommy had also had success in the United States and he produced production with Janet Germany, He created Summer Song and Will Wait For Me. In 1963, the same year as he was in it at the time, Tommy met Robbie Walls, the manager of the group called the Ravens, who would later changed the name to the Knicks. He bought the Knicks to the studio to burn the first single, You Really Got Me, probably coming the landmark record. A recorded conversation about the song evolving into the use of future Led Zeppelin guitarist Jimmy Page as a session musician that made the Knicks early recordings. On session mode guitar solo, You Really Got Me, in particular, something like that. Anyway, in the interview with Rockman Wire Craig, Reggie Augerberger, Tommy said this record straight. You really got me. You got know how many times I answered that question. I really wish I had a buck for each one. Jimmy Page did not play the solo for You Got Me. He played rhythm guitar. He never got played anything but rhythm guitar in the next first album session. But on You Got Me, I used Bobby G. Graham's on drums. Page played guitar because at the time Ray doesn't want the play guitar as it's what concentrate on his vocals. So I said, fine, let me get a guitar like that. So we'll go out. Dave Davies was playing the leads, so I hired Jimmy. So whoever started the rumor, Page no longer takes Craig. Tommy produced many more hits for the group in 1967, including All Day, All the Night, Tired Way of You, Decade Forward Fashion, Wolf's Batman, Sunny Afternoon, and Waterloo Sunset. The Rule of My Generation. Pete Townsend, hands my dad. Guitars and band of high numbers like You Really Got Me, such as a hero and similar number I can't explain that, so that Tommy might have produced this group. When the song was played over the telephone to Tommy, to agree the answer, he agreed to the band, now it's called The Who. Rehearsing the church hall, Tommy said it was about 8 bars where he said yes. The band was signed to the production company Orbit Universal. Anyway, Tommy got a band called Tantra Dika in America with their Severity Box in Britain. And it produced records, records modeling the band's high energy live performance, something like that. Initial feedback in the band's second single, Away, How, Where, because US Dika executives just sent back the record, thinking that they had received the folly pressing. And Tommy has to ensure that the initials like that. Tommy the Who created a sort of recorded My Generation, something like that. The group's first Sit Lilies. Entertainment Weekly later called My Generation is a quasi flock single. Tommy also produced the Who's first album, My Generation, a collection of original songs and R&B covers. However, the tensions arose between Tommy and one of the band's managers, Kit Lambert. Lambert was fired timely. Tommy sued the branch of Contrary One. Wow. Tommy recalled the pleasure of victory, and he was no longer produced any records by The Who. Tommy the original session tapes by the My Generation record, but the release was held about a few years because of the ongoing dispute. The producer proper release of the LP until 2002, when things were finally settled in Tommy's favor. My Generation was subsequently remixed by Tommy and issued in a complex disc with bonus tracks. In this book, Before I Get Home, David Marsh commented the book's records that Tommy made for The Who are technically among the best that the band ever did. And they will have the state original sound. Thanks to his work with the Who, something like that. And the next one that Tommy is concerned in the forefront of the British music scene in the mid-1960s. Production style work with other artists, something like that. Anyway, this is a long one. I'm not going to read that one anymore. Personal life and death. Anyway, Tommy lived in the Los Angeles era. As long as oh man, this is a long read. Now I'm gonna read one more. That's of this, and that's it. Anyway, another artist. His last name Impact. Oh, okay, that's okay. Let's just read that one. That should be it. Anyway, personal style work with other artists. Anyway, in 1989, interview of writer Chris Hunt, something like that. Tommy subscribed this proposed music production. There are two categories of producers. Let me explain. First, one produces the artist, and when the thing they're here, for them, something like that. Without a whole lot of whole regard to what the artist is, really like how they see themselves. I like to think that I'm in upper category. I like to artists that produce a lot or outside when I produce them. What I wanted to do was a chest where they would do already. I just wanted to make them better, more polished, but the best frame I ever could around like that. The upper category producers are divided between what is subscribed to and on, i.e., being there for exception and all that be recording the mastering. Another interview musicians, producer, songwriter Ollie Ray having dismissed the idea that great musician producer relies probably under some kind of personal magic. Laughing, the production don't just materialize a clear blue sky. Spent a whole lot of time in the studio working on how to isolate instruments, how to make my drums, all kinds of stuff. When I arrived in London, I started recording drums using 12 mics, which I worked to do in Los Angeles. Everybody in London at the time were only using 3 or 4 mics. They said I could do that because I was being creative phase. I said, just listen to it. So see if it does. A month later, everybody tried using 12 mics on the drums. As of the same interview, if everyone picks his drums on the artist he produced, like that. Anyway, Tommy replied, I'm a hands-on producer, meaning I could always work with the artist and choosing material, doing arrangements, getting produced missions as necessary, choosing the studio to be there, with the entire production for the mixing and mastering. Tommy continued to work on the distinguished British performers throughout the 60s, principal among whom the singer-songwriter David Bowie, then known as real name Davy Jones, like that. Tommy produced 2 singles in 1965 by 2 groups featuring Bowie, I Pity the Fool by Mash Boys, and You Got It Habit of Leaving, when the single was accomplished by Love Firm. He is known to have a considerable amount of unreleased material by Bowie in his archive. Another artist last input by that Terry produced was Australian group The Easy Beats. Though successful in Australia, the act followed it was the first arrived in the United Kingdom in the summer of 1966. The first session under Tammy's direction to produce a massive global hit, Fire on My Mind. Following the encyclopedia of popular music, Carl Ragland described that the song was one of the all-time greatest best group singles in the 60s. Bowie later covered Fire on My Mind on his album Pin-Ups. Tommy's work in the Easy Beat stretched through the 1960 album Good Friday, after which the band's management decided to dismiss him as producer. Wow. When established a seventh producer in early 1964, Tommy would be extremely busy over the next 5 years, producing dozens of discs, largely in the beat and modern categories. Johnson, he would be forever associated. There includes records by Mickey Finn, The First Gear, The Sneakers, The Untamed, Bed Claws in the Deep, The Natural Teens, The Fods, The Color in the Bands, while Stoke and many others. He also had to do his work on the successful hats like Mouth Man, which he also produced with said singles, was Just Like a Woman, and semi-detached Sermon Mr. J's, and Amen Core, and Paradise as It Happens Nice, and Hello Susie. Tommy also produced as Powerade as All Woman Crime, Joy and the Gingerbreads, and produced other female sides such as Liz Shelley, Day Sogdan, Vicky Brown, and Oranges, like that. In late 1965, Tammy and the unprofessional Arthur Halls formed their other own label, Planet Records, distributed by Philips Records, like that. Anyway, although the venture was not successful, the label was released the intro disc by Tammy's Discovery, The True Creations, like that. Now considered among the most incumbent of modern business groups who often use pop art imagery, like that. These include Making Time and Painter Man. Their later work in Tommy, such as How Does It Feel to Feel? Was issued by Pardo, and Tammy has said he done some of his most initial work with creation. Though he was famous probably for the combinations of rock music, Tammy also worked with musicians of the folk scene. It could Panagle, something like that. Roy Harper and Ralph Mattel. He also had work on the pop, orchestral, pop, and punk categories. He also produced an early Roy Harper albums such as Come Out Fine, Gradual Smith, and Folky Gold Roberts in 1967. 1968 and 1969, respectively, Tommy produced the official first 3 albums by the folk supergroup Panagle, as well as the other hit single Life Flight. In the late 1960s, Tommy worked with the American artist Lee Hasselwood and Tim Rose, and supervised film music with his favorite arranger David Wagner. CBS produced the music for the inspired by the variety piano of Nicky Hopkins, both arranged and conducted by Wagner. By the early 1970s, Tommy did less record work to preserve his other interests in the book publishing and filmmaking worlds. He was also, however, still in demand as a producer, work on records by Small Faces, Strange Diamond fame, Bumble, Coven, Chris White, Mid-Cost Band, Pooh's Project, Robert Stillskin, and others. He also had production deals in the Bell and Crash Mode labels in the 1970s. Among his final UK productions was acquired items such as singles by pop band group the D Word. They are Stretcher Decay's Baby and Sick of Being Sick. Tommy returned to the United States in 1979 but reduced his workload. Tommy continued to be sought after producer artist. He had produced albums by Fuzz Charles, Nancy Jones, and Soul. Most recently, he produced records by Hand Caught Charms and Strangers of Strangeland. In 2003, a tribute to Tammy was aired in the radio program Little Steven's Underground Garage. In 2017, Ace Records began issuing a series of combinations of Tammy's band catalog, including career Abology and Wallace's Making Time, the show for Tammy production, produced by Alec Palio. He lived in the Los Angeles area. He had 2 children, Gaia and Stevie Tommy twins. He was a brother of American legends Leonard Tommy. He died of a combination of stroke on November 13th, 2024, last Wednesday. He was 87 years old. His death was announced by respective the following day. The next topic has to do with Roy Haynes. Born Roy Owen Haynes, he was an American jazz drummer. In the 1950s, he was given the nickname Snap Crackle. He was among the most recorded drummers in jazz. In the record span over 8 decades. Wow. He played swing, bebop, jazz fusion, and Emmett Gray jazz. He is considered to have been a pioneer of jazz drumming. Haynes played bands including Hanezel, his album Span of Youth, and whereas was nominated for a Grammy Award. He was inducted the American Drummer Hall of Fame in 1999. He was born in Roxbury Section, Boston, Massachusetts on March 13th, 1925. To Gaius and Anne Haynes, immigrants from Baltimore, something like that. His younger brother, Michael E. Haynes, became an important leader of the African American community in Massachusetts, working with Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement. Representing Roxbury was in Massachusetts House of Experiences on that, and for 4 years, servantly pastor of 12 Baptist Church. Where King was become a member, that he preserved his doctoral degree in Boston University. Haynes would make his professional debut in 1942 with the band Boston, and began his full-time professional career in 1945. From 1947 to 1949, He worked as a saxophonist, Lester Young. Okay, and from 1949 to 1952, when the master saxophonist Charlie Parker's quintet, like that, he also recorded at the time the pianist Buck Powell's and saxophonist Ward Gray and sang jazz. From 1953 to 1958, he toured with singer Sarah Robinson and recorded with her. In 1950s, he was given the nickname Snap Crackle. He lead bands, according to hip embarrassment like that. A tribute song recorded by Jim Crusher and Charlie Watson, the Rolling Stones. And he appeared on stage with Allman Brothers Band in 2006. Benj McConnell and Pish in 2008 on that. Age seems to have just passing by. Watson was her. He's 83 in 2006, but he was both Best Comedy Jazz Drummer and Modern Drummer Magazine's Radio Poll. He was amazing. In the same year, Haynes Levis voiced the open world video game Grand Theft Auto 4. The voice himself is a DJ at the official classic jazz radio station, Jazz Nation Radio, 8.5. His last album, Royal Alley, was released in 2011. His son, Graham Haynes, is a cornet. Another son, Greg Holiday Haynes, grandson, Marcus Gilmore, are both drummers. He was well known to celebrate his birthday on stage. In the later years at the Blue Note Jazz Club in New York City, his 95th birthday celebration in 2020 was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. On November 12, 2024, he died in his home in Nassau County, New York, on the South Shore of Long Island. He was 99 years old. My next topic has with Timothy West. He was born Timothy West. He was an English actor and presenter. He appeared frequently on stage and screen, something like that. Anyway, according to Connor Street as Eric Bobbitt, like that. Anyway, he genders as stage Stan Carter and not going out as the original Jeffrey Adams. He was married to the actress Patricia Scales from 2014 to 2019 to travel together on the United Kingdom and overseas canals and tank stories on the Great Canals Journey. He died on November 12, 2024. He was 9 years old. I'm not going to read the whole story, but that's just me. The next topic has to do with Bobby Allison. Born Robert Arthur Allison, he was the American professional stock car racing driver and owner. Allison was the founder of the Alabama Gang, a group of drivers who based on oil-built town Alabama, who there with short tracks with high purse. Allison raced competing in the NASCAR Cup Series in 1981 to 1988, while regularly competing in short track events throughout his career. He also raced IndyCar, Trans Am, and Can-Am, something like that. Named on the NASCAR's 50 Great Race Drivers, member of the NASCAR Hall of Fame. He was a 1983 Western Cup champion, won the Dayton 500 in 1988, 1982, and 1988 respectively. His brother Donnie Allison, who was a permanent driver, he won with two sons, Clifford and Davey Allison. Bobby Dolly's televised space flights with Cale Yarborough in 1979 Daytona 500. It was accredited as a supposed NASCAR to the nationwide audience. Allison was unusual, competing successfully with his own low-budget team in much of his career. He died November 9th, 2024, from a in Morrisville, North Carolina. At this, he was 86 years old. Joy Allison, Bobby's wife, 55 years, died December 18, 2015, following conventional surgery. Allison eventually provided rail safety for the CNX We Keep On Living campaign with the appearances of Colorado and Dodger. On March 6, 2008, his mother, Katie Allison, died in Charleston, North Carolina. She was 101 years old. On May 23, 2011, Bobby Allison was inducted to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. His family announced his death on the same day. Part of the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship race. My next topic, and this is something personal for me to read this, but it has to be true. It has to do with Ella Jenkins. Born Ella Louise Jenkins. She was the American singer, songwriter, and centenarian called the First Lady of the Centric Children's folk song. She was a leading performer of folk and children's music. Her album, Menisexual Children's Songs, in 1995, year I was born, had long been the most popular Smithsonian folkways release. She appeared on numerous children's television programs like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Barney Friends, for example. And in 2004, she ever received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. According to Culture Fox Mark Garshall, about her 67-year career. Wow. Jenkins firmly established her the genre of children's music as a serious endeavor. Not just for artists, but also the recording industry to embrace and promote. Okay? Live saw the story of Ella Jenkins, the first lady in children's music, was published in Glue Books on February 1st, 2024. I will do this a book review tomorrow soon. Okay? The book's about the life of Ella Jenkins, who's the music to fight racism and to unite people. Okay? This is the first kids picture book published by the life of Ella Jenkins. Author John Taylor notes Miss Jenkins have used music to toll the bridge and unite people across the planet, especially in the device in the United States Civil Rights era. Ella in Chicago, Illinois, celebrate her 100th birthday, and the book's will be released on Sunday, August 4th, 2024. And next time, Ella Jenkins Park in the Old Town Triangle neighborhood. Free West of Chicago Avenue from 12:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. The book is illustrated by Jay Johnson. She was born into an African-American family on St. Louis, Missouri in 1924, August 6th. And grew up in partially lower middle class neighborhoods in South Side of Chicago, okay? Growing up in a family of Christian Scientists, okay, and the actual musical taste, my dad. She belonged beneath the Butterfly the Rich musical surroundings, although she received no formal musical training. Her uncle Floyd Johnson introduced her to America and the blues, such as renowned musicians such as T-Bone Walker, Miss Slim, Little Brother Montgomery, and Bill Bronsley. Her family firstly moved around the South Side, and she moved to the different neighborhoods. She learned new children's rhythms, rhymes, and games. Gospel music became part of her soundscape in neighborhood churches, broadcasts their service on the street. She also enjoyed tap dancing lessons in the local theater and was able to go to the legal theater, such as performers and Cap Calloway, Count Basie, and Peg Loggy Bates. Cap Calloway is a former person who she credits their interest in call response singing. While attending Wilson Junior College, she became interested in the music of other cultures through her Mexican, Cuban, Puerto Rican friends. In 1951, she earned a Bachelor's of Arts in Society with minors in child prosody and recreation from San Francisco State University. Here, she picked up songs in the Jewish cultures and her roommates. Upon graduating, she returned to Chicago in 1951, which began her career. And his career began a vest, okay? And I'll get to that in a moment, okay? In Chicago, Jenkins began writing songs for children while volunteering in recreation centers. She gradually was hired as a teenage program director for YMWCA in 1952. While working at the YWCA, she was invited to perform in Chicago public television show, The Time Club. She was soon offered a regular job as host of the birthday program she was entitled This. This is Rhythm. She invited guests who is of cultures to share the music and rhythm on the show. In 1956, Jenkins decided to become a full-time musician. She began her career as a children's musician of touring school admissions in the United States, often sleeping in a different place each night and incurring racial discrimination. As she performed in more varied venues, she began to write music about her experience, like Miss Mary Mac, Shake Hands with Friends, and I'll See You Another Day, and so much more. I have talked about this on my second channel, and go check out Bonnie and Friends, very special delivery on my second channel. Be looking out for it. But anyway, later that year, Jenkins beat American folklorist, educator, and worker producer Kenneth S. Goldstein, a gate of Horn folk music club in Chicago. Goldstein remembered that she bring the demo tape to Moss Arch, the founder of Folkway Records, Anyway, Arch was received her music in 1957. Her first album, Call and Reverend Group Singing, was released by Folkways, Since then, Folkways Records and the most recently Smudging Folkways Records, has released 39 albums. Wow. According to Pepper, You Sing a Song and I'll Sing a Song. And 1995 album, Most Sensual Children's Songs, is the most popular Submersion Folkways released to date. Wow. She was not only the band the most important force in children's lives, and the most lives of parents and fellow music educators as well. She has been published in most commercial comments and most music education, and has offered workshops of both music educators, parents, caregivers all around the planet. As a performer and educator, Jenkins has traveled eventually performing for her songs in over 7 continents, including even Antarctica. Wow. As she travels, she not only shares her music and experiences, but she also learns about the cultures and performing people that she's visiting. Taking with her musical traditions and languages she's been shares with her audience. She has been made television appearances on shows, including NBC's Today Show, CNN's Showbiz Today, PBS Clubs, as I mentioned before, programs such as Bonnie and Friends, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, The Me Too Show. I never seen that in the Me Too Show before. But anyway, Look at Me, and then film so on Sesame Street. I never seen that coming. But anyway, she was performing at America's Reunion in the Mall in 1993, and America's Millennium Celebration 2000, and the Traditions 150th birthday safari in the Mall of Washington, D.C. in 1996. Wow. And congratulations to John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. She is at the United States, Hong Kong, the People of the Republic of Canada, and the former Soviet Union. As a recording artist, she has gained recognition. Her recordings have received Parent Choice Awards, 2 Grammy Award nominations in the category, the Best Musical Album for Children, and in 2004, she was recognized for Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Wow. Her final album, Camp Song with LJ and Friends, released in 2017. Now for the educator, and I will read her death. Okay. Her favorite people are people, something like that. Anyway, she seems to general, down to earth people who seem to listen to us, recognize as her much to offer. Fellow child musical educator Patrick Sharon Campbell, Lancer author as a pioneer of RE and continuing recognizes that children have been something to sing about. That as who they are may be impressive without song. Okay, and that much have what they need to know about the language, heritage, and current cultural content may be commanded to them through song. Through our songs, however, she hopes to develop greater and cultural understanding and relevant consequences on that, and to help people discover the joy of singing and communicating through active population and songs. Her words was reportation on that, including nursery rhymes, holiday songs, ritual songs, African American folk songs, international songs, rhythmic chants, and ritual songs. Drawing from the cultures around the planet, she sings in many languages. She exposed her audience into diverse cultures and promote greater cultural awareness. For a style called response singing, she has also promotes group populations on that, from culture worldwide, from Greece to the Middle East to the West Africa. Call response singing revolves a leader singing a phrase, and that will express an opponent's command, comedy, and respond with another phrase. Using a technique, she phrase breaks the barrier between audience and performer, and turns everyone to performer. Okay. By encouraging active improvisation like that, she promotes development of a warm group feeling. Cooperation among the participants, greater and variation might be down, sorry, and enjoyment of singing, and the birds will sing. The bodies will sing. She also encouraged children to lead songs, making up their own variations of songs, and experiment with fun and sweet sounds. Wow. It's also allows children to think independently, like that, develop leadership skills and improvements like that. Was on the increased self-concern like that. In helping children discover music and participate in its creation, Jiggers provide them with the new tool combination that they can use and enjoy for the rest of their lives. She died on November 9th, 2024, in the Zensley Living Factory in Chicago. She was 100 years old. In response to my Barney fans, my friends of mine who were Barney fans, who, and by the way, heads on stage, if you watch this now, he said, and I quote, LJ sadly passed away on November 9th, 2024. And it was shocking to me to say this, and I think Mr. K's Clubhouse, Kwan Sawgreaves watches now, and I'm very shocked to say this on while I was home yesterday after her death, but it was shocking to me that was terrifying. Ella Jenkins, rest in peace, and shake hands with the friend, and I will see you again. Rest in peace. My next topic has to do with George Wilkins. Born George Edward Wilkins, he was an American musician, arranger, composer who was known for his work with the Disney parks. Okay, born on March 14th in 1944 in Detroit, Michigan. Okay, Wilkins first foray into music was serving at the soul vocalist in the Chapel's Church of St. Paul in Detroit. Wilkins got started in the music industry as a backup vocalist and vocal arranger for Patti Page during the 1950s. In the 1960s, he co-founded the vocal group the Dogtown Pipers. By this time, Wilkins broke out as a composer for film and television, with his work on the Rankin Bass productions such as The Wizard of Return to Oz in 1964, and Wacky World of Mother Goose in 1987. Disney began in 1979. Wilkins joined Walt Disney Productions and followed to composer Norman Walt Buddy Baker. Was tasked with writing the arrangements of Disneyland and Kitchen Carpet Attraction in Epcot, which was operated in 3 years. But chose the opening composer role at Petard Park after Baker was involved in a car accident. Wow. Wilkins would then become musical director from Epcot in 1981 when Baker was called away to compose and conduct the score for The Fox and the Hound. Wilkins arranged several versions of the song. It's supposed to be free from the whole world motion anime attraction. Anyway, and arranged the Journey in the Imagination ride music and some episode attractions arrangement opportunities from that. Wilkins was probably tasked with lead composing duties on the Horizons pilotations for that. Anyway, at the Disney show development, its head Ray Bright has rejected the Sherman Brothers compositions arrive. Wilkins composed the pilotation area loop, as well as on the ride music and audio cues. Throughout his time at Disney, Wilkins had both as a composer resident as well as director for music with Walt Disney Imagineering. Wilkins composed the music for the original song We've Come So Far from Space Mountain in 1984, as well as an original arrangement for the attractions queue, which remains installed in the attractions that can be heard today. Wilkins received call back for the work on Epcot, as well as being tasked with composing the soundscapes for the new Living Seas production with Russell Bowers for that. Wilkins also did all the arrangements of the kitchen carpet replacement for Food Rocks, and composed all the score audio cues test track in the late 1990s. Wilkins' final project with Disney was writing arrangements in Small World in Hong Kong Disneyland for retired from the company around 2008. He died November 9th, 2024. He was 9 years old. My next step topic has to do with June Spencer. Born June Roswell Spencer, she was an English actress best known for her long-running role as Peggy Woolley, BBC Radio 4 soap opera The Archers. Spencer played the character from 1950 until 1953, and again from 1962 until 2022. Born June 14th, 1919, the only child of Wayne Spencer, the commercial traveler, and Wilbur Trump Spencer. Spencer was born in Nottingham and had her first acting role at the age of 3. Okay? Wow. She attended Montville House primary school and now was in School High School. She left after the age of 15. Wow, okay. The dog working with her mother. After joining the amateur dramatic school, she earned a London graduate school in London music and drama certificate. Wow. She also studied Ballroom Music College at the age of 12. Wow. Spencer managed to work as a government at private school, helped fund drama lessons, which led to the presence of the feared Royal Nottingham from that. She also wrote knowledge of after entertainment, as well as special material for radio programming. During the Second World War, she worked in Nottingham City Treasurer's office before joining a radio company and BBC Radio. Appeared on programming such as Children's Hour and Dick Barton Special Agent before the Archers began in 1950. In the Archers, she played the role of Peggy Woolley Nee Parkins, formerly Archer, and for the period of the span of 70 years. Wow. She left the cast and worked for her family, and the role of Peggy was taken by Thelma Rogers. Spencer later twice returned to the series by playing by another character, Rhea Flynn. First in 1956 and 1958, and again in 1961. And in 1962, Rogers left, and the Archers turned the stage, and Spencer returned with the role of Peggy. She also appeared on television songs of phrase in the drama The Doctors. Her retirement from the Oscars at the age of 103 was announced by BBC on August 8th, 2022. Her former co-star Graham C. calling her a remarkable strength and excellence. In 1942, Spencer married Roger Barkham, something like that. We seem to have a holiday. They were both age 17. They have adopted 2 children, a son David and a daughter Ross. Spencer was guest on Desert Island Disc on February 28, 2010. Shows the music included Hollywood Chorus and Fred Outstairs, Cheek by Cheek was our favorite because being John Williams played Marge Wilson with that, Consuelo D. Andres with that. Our chosen book was Free Man in the Boat and a luxury Scrabble board. Spencer Bucket won Archer's storyline of Jack Worley, her favorite Kara's husband, starring with Alzheimer's disease. Life husband for 59 years who have died of disease in 2001. In 2010, she published her autobiography, The Role of Umbridge, My Life, Peggy and the Archers. She turned 100 on June 14th, 2019, and died on November 8th, 2024. She was 105 years old. The next topic has to do with Tony Todd. Born Anthony Tyler Todd, he was best known as an American actor. He was best known for playing the role of Tyler character for the Cayman film series from 1992 to 2021. And William Butterworth in the Dog Foundation franchise from 2000 to 2025. Wow. For the former, he was nominated for the Critics' Choice and the Fabulous Chainsaw Awards. Wow. Todd's films include Playtime in 1986, Night of the Living Dead in 1990, The Crow the same 1994, something like that, Rock in 1996, Wishmaker in 1997, Hatchet and Monitor, both in 2006, The Man from Earth in 2007, Frankenstein in 2013, Dead House in 2017, and Hellface in 2018. On television, he played Khan in Star Trek The Next Generation, 1990-1991, and Star Trek Deep Space Nine in 1996, and appeared on the MTV series Scream in 2019. Tom was a profile voice actor, normally voicing The Fallen in Michael Bay's Transformers Red Bands in The Fallen in 2009. Zoom in The Flash in 2014-2023. And Darkseid in the DC animated comic book movies universe in 2015-2020. And Venom in the 2023 video game Marvel Spider-Man 2. Later, he received the British Academy Games Award nomination. He was born December 4th, 1954 in Washington, D.C. the son of Evan Lawrence Gavier. He grew up in Africa, Connecticut, and he attended local schools, including Harvard Public High School. It was an Omnibus and Artist Club Incorporated. Thomas attended the University of Connecticut and then went to a study here at the Tony Award-winning Eugene O'Neill National Actors Theater. Something like that. Anyway, Charlie Remedy comedy, Providence, Rhode Island. Tony has one living brother, Isaiah Lyons. Wow. The film always began with this. Tyler appeared in more than 100 terrestrial and television films and played opposite major Hollywood stars. The film credits are follows. They include Platoon in 1986, Now Living Dead in 1990, Candyman in 1992, The Crow in 1994, The Rock 96, Wishmaker 97, the Final Destination film series from 2000 until 2025, My Year 2006, and Bag in 2010. Todd was the voice in The Fallen in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen in 2009. It was also the real Darwin film Change the Game. Todd was a special guest of the Weekend of Horror Creation Entertainment in May 23rd, 2010 in Screenfest, LA. Todd portrayed Revenge Zombie in Hatchet 2 was released on a limited number of theaters on October 1st, 2010. His signature Bond voice narrated several works, including the 2021 documentary Visual Treads with Virus of War. Todd returns to William Butchworth when he filmed Validation's Bloodlines in 2024. His Broadway debut when he was on Broadway. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Thank you. Okay. Makes sense anyway. August Mary Walls. August Wilson's Kelly Hearts 2. Howard Fogger's Cabin's Tigers, which he received his Helen Hayes nomination. Others include No Place to Be Somebody, Les Blanks, Playboys of the West, Indies, Autos, Zoom in the Side, Woolway, Playwright, Kevin Grover's Dark Paradise, Always on Broadway, Levy's, James Algo, Eugene O'Neill's Playwrights Conference in the new Dramas Gold. Wow. Okay. Television. Todd's television appearance included the Red Curtain Wall, Boston Public, guest appearance on Law and Order, Hillside, Homicides Monday, Alive on the Street, Hercules, Legendary Juries, Xena, the Warrior Princess, as Zero, Cops, The X-Files, Smallville, Side, 24, Charm, Stargate, SG-1, Armenia's Monday, Criminal Minds, 21 Jump Street, and Chuck. Todd is one of the few actors that have portrayed two different speaking roles in 24. He also featured cast Detective Michael Norris in season 3 and 4 years later as General Benjamin Juma in both 24 Redemption and season 7 of the series. He also played a major role in the 5 television film A Call to Arms. He portrayed several characters in Star Trek universe, Wolf's Barber Korn in the Star Trek The Next Generation and Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and adult Jade Spall in the episode The Visitor, Star Trek Space Deep Space Nine. It's Albert Hargan in the episode Prey, and Steve and Star Trek Voyager 2017. Todd returned to the Star Trek and General Warwick and Morguard game, Star Trek Online. Todd also provided the voice of Sebastian Dwelling of Transport Prime and Icon Young Justin. Anyway, 2015, Todd was cast as Sky's voice of Zoom, portrayed by Teddy Steers, was on the Skies. In season 2 of The Flash, Todd will later respond as well as season 5 episodes were Passive Forage and Godspeed. For the later feature archive audio of Todd instead. Then returned to the world the one last time in the spy series finale of New World Part 4. On October 12, 2018, it was confirmed by Body discussing that Todd will star in the recurring role of Scream of Exoneration, the third season of the Flash television series Scream. Season premiere on VH1 July 8th, 2019. On Todd audio. Anyway, Todd played the title character Bleach December Incorporated 2016 audio drama adaptation of Broad Shores Dracula. On June 29th, 2023, the spoken word version of Silver Scream by American metalcore band Ice Nine Nails was released by Todd Namer in the store. Personal life and death. Todd Lee's wife and professional chorus Todd 2 children, Alexander and Arena. He died in his home on Mountain Neil Lake, California on November 6, 2024. He was 69 years old. Now he had done releasing some of the films at that time. He wasn't finished. It was post-production. It was special release of Final Destination Barness, which will be released soon as William Barwar. This will be his final film at the time. And the other thing he didn't want to finish is he didn't want to finish the video game is Indiana Jones' Great Circle with Lucas. This is upon its release, and that was released next month on Windows, Xbox Series X and S, and it's on PS5 next year. My next step topic has to do with Edward Edwards, born Edward Jesus Edwards Jr. He was best known as American voice actor. He was best known as the voice of the four phrases for the American Online, which I grew up with. You got mail, which was recorded in 1989. This includes America's trademark, you got mail, goodbye, things like that. Anyway, he was born on November 6, 1949 in Glen Murray, Maryland. Edward started radio while in high school in 1964. After high school, he continued on television, working as a booth announcer. Despite some more on-air work, including car commercial, reporting news on sports, and then started as a weatherman. Edwards focused mainly on off-camera work. While working range from graphics and on-range cameras, he will work at WKYCC in Cleveland until his retirement in 2016. In 1989, Edwards' wife and employee of the online service Q-Link, operating company's CEO Steve Case, described how he wanted to add a voice in the user interface. She recommended Edwards for a job. He paid $200, equivalent to $492 net 2023, to record the lines. In October, he voice premiered on AOL's new program. His screens were called Welcome. You got mail. You got pictures. You got voicemail. Well done. And goodbye. All recorded in his own living room on a cassette deck. Now, I grew up with AOL, and this is in the late 90s, and I haven't seen this in years. I grew up with this as a kid, but that's just me. Anyway, his voice has also appeared in the 2000 episode of The Simpsons' Little Big Mom, where he provided the voice of virtual doctor saying, you got Robert. And in advertising for the 1998 film, You Got Mail. After retirement, he sold probably WAAV files throughout this website. On the March 4th, 2015 episode of The Tonight Show starring Joey Fallon, Edwards appeared as on-screen narrated phrases when he were meant to be humorous with that. On November 2016, Edwards was seen on Instagram and YouTube working as an Uber driver. On September 2016, 2019, Edwards and Zayel Sword were featured on the podcast 20,000 Hertz in the episode entitled You Got Mail. In October 2022, Edwards appeared on television with the comedy some of that platform Shutterfly. We announced You Got Sales to the sellers on the platform. He was born Granddaddy, Maryland on November 6, 1949. Grew up in Berry, North Carolina. First Beaufort and then New Bern. He graduated from New Bern High School in 1967. Edwards was a Baptist in Westminster at one point. Edwards married Bessie Fortune like that and had 2 children before divorcing. He then married Karen Adams when he met online for the Q-Quick dating service. Their marriage also ended in divorce. He died in a combination of a stroke in his home, New Bern, North Carolina. Just a day before his 75th birthday. My next step topic has to do with Tyga Nelson. Oh my God, you got tits! Oh my God. And anyway, Tyga Nelson, born Tyga Elvin Nelson. She was an American singer. She was the daughter of jazz musician John A. Elvin Nelson, born in 1916, died in 2001. And the jazz singer Maggie Nelson, 1933 to 2002. And the singer Prince, sister of Prince, 1958 to 2016. In addition, she had 7 half-siblings. She was Prince's only full sibling. She was born May 18, 1960, in Memphis, Minnesota. Okay? She was released 4 albums between 1988 and 2011. Reached number 33 on the Billboard's Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart in July 1988, with March Amity's 2, produced by Larry Graham. She wrote the song because she was a crush on the singer. She accepted Prince's American Music Award for Top Soundtrack following her death in 2016. Her last public performance with that was in Australia in 2018. Wow. But she tried to make another performance in June 2024, and in July 2021, she agreed to sell 90% of the shares she had from Prince's estate, with her half-brother Amar Baker. Her half-brother offered Jackson's interest selling 100% of their shares. In June 2024, she retired from music after falling ill, and she has made a planned concert performance. At the time of her retirement, she said that she was working on a memoir. Wow. Nelson was born in Minnesota on May 18, 1960. She was married to Mary Phillips and had 6 children. At the time of her death in November 2024, it was revealed that Simon had 3 siblings, and her 2 sons, Sir and President, had 5 of their grandchildren, with Nelson's only known survivors. Nelson President considered co-signed Prince Ern. Her half-brother, Laura Nelson, died in 2016. 2006. Another half-brother, Albert Jackson, died in August 2019. Her other half-brother, John Nelson, died on September 3rd, 2021. Another person, John Nelson, had often been criticized and been related, but he had only the son of John Nelson's divorced wife, and by a man in the name of Griswold. He was known for many years, although he was treated by his part of the family. She died in the Memorial Hospital in Rivendell, Minnesota, on November 4th, 2024. She was 64 years old. She has probably been ill since June 2024. That next topic has to do with Paul Elgison. Born that name, he was a British makeup artist. He has more than 75 in credits in television and film, including the television show Game of Thrones. We have won a number of Emmy Awards. And he is best known for the following. Man with the Golden Gun, Star of Love Me, Escape of Elder, Red, Point Floyd, The Wall, Grey Stroke, The Legend of Tarzan, One of the Apes, Little Shop of Horror, Empire of the Sun, Batman 1989, Robin Hood, The Prince of Thieves 1991, Three Musketeers 1993, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein 1994, The Ghost of Darkness 1996, 7 Years in Town 1997, same year, Star Wars Episode 1, Family Menace 1999, Midsummer Night's Dream the same year, Gladiator 2000, Lord Foucault's Tom Raider 2001, The Hours 2002, Die Every Day same year, Cold Mountain 2003, Troy 2004, Moonlight in 2005, Kingdoms of Heaven same year, Castle Warrior 2006, Cosm of Stories in 2008, Cars Narnia Prince Chapman same year, Robin Hood in 2010, Robin of Times 2012, and finally Hercules in 2014. He died from cancer on November 3rd, 2024. He was 75 years old. My next death talk, we're almost done here, is Huckleberry Fox. Born George Fox, better known as Huckleberry Fox, he was an American actor who performed in Terminator in 1983, Misunderstood in 1984, Conrad in 1985, and the Disney film Boot Yonder in the same year. He played Jamie in the Jails of Dark Side, the Tony Black Saul in 1988, Series 4 and Episode 4, born October 6, 1984. He died on November 3rd, 2024. He was 50 years old. The next death topic has to do with Quincy Jones. Born Quincy Dwight Jones Jr. He was best known as an American record producer, composer, arranger, conductor, trumpeter, and bandleader. Over the course of his 7-decade career, he was received many applause, including 28 Grammy Awards, 5 Emmy Awards, a Tony Award, as well as nominations of 7 Academy Awards and 4 Golden Globe Awards. Jones came up to Bronx in the 1950s, when that. Anyway, he's a jazz arranger and conductor before producing pop hit records for Lizzie Gore in the early 1960s, including It's My Party. He served as arranger and conductor for the several collaborations between Frank Sinatra and the jazz artist Cal Basie. Jones produced three of the most successful albums by pop star Michael Jackson, including Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, in 1979, 1982, and 1987, respectively. In 1985, Jones produced and conducted the charity song We Are the World, which rains funds to the victims and family in their missions like that. Anyway, Jones composed numerous film scores, including The Pawnbroker in 1965, In the Heat of Night in 1967, In the Cold Blood in the same year, In the Area and Job in 1989, The Wiz in 1988, and Called Purple in 1985. He won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Music Composer in the series, Mary series Roots in 1987. He received the Tony Award for the best revival of the musical and the producer of the revival of The Color Purple in 2016. Throughout his career, he was the recipient of numbers of honorary awards, including the Grammy Legend Award in 1992, Jane also Recognition Award in 1985. The year I was born. The Kennedy Central Awards in 2001, National Medal of Arts Award in 2011, Army Does Arts and the Libraries in 2014, the Academy Library Award in June 2024. Anyway, he was named one of the most influential jazz musicians in the 20th century by Time. He died November 3rd, 2024 in Los Angeles, California. He was 91 years old in the neighborhood of Los Angeles. Anyway, his followers confirmed his death. The cause of death was not initially disclosed, was later revealed that he has pancreatic cancer. He is still buried in Hollywood and forever preserved in Los Angeles. He had brain surgery after two brain surgeries like that. After the second was warm, but it never played the trumpet again because I blew the trumpet in the ways of with trumpet plus player plus the clip a metal plate and his head was implanted and his brain muscles like that will come free and he will die. He ignored the device and went on to Japan, and he went one night after playing the trumpet he had paid in his head. Doctor said the plate with his brain will never come loose. And that I have won, and Joe's never played the trumpet again. My next step topic has to do with Janie Goldie. Born Jane Goldie Curry, something like that. Anyway, she was best known as a Scottish stand-up comedian, actress, writer, and professional art activist, like that. She began her stand-up career in 1994 and won Russian Awards for comedy in 2000s. She would have been diagnosed with, she was married to Steen Story in 1980. Story is an autistic spectrum, born in Glasgow, gangster family. The daughter Ashley Story, born in 1986, who also has autism spectrum disorder and a stand-up comedian and BBC Radio Scotland presenter. She died during the COVID-19 pandemic. She made a series of voiceover clips from politicians and of well-known personalities. The following year, she was dropped in the by performance of Beauty and the Beast and a series of very controversial racist tweets in March as Goldie Ray apologized. She was diagnosed with organ cancer, where she died on November 2nd, 2024. She was 63 years old. The next topic has to do with Donald Jans. Born that name, he was a Canadian broadcast journalist. Born in Canada, Jans was a graduate from Teachers College in 1961. Okay? Jan's first broadcasting exploration came from WCFAM radio in Alvin Marshall in 1961. His career saw his first move to Marshall, Ontario, Quebec, and Ombria. He provided coverage in the October crisis in 1970. He became the anchor of the CFFCN not part of CTV in 1983, continued the preparation in 2013. Among the highlights of his career was to cover the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles, the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary. In 2006, Jens was recognized with an Achievement Award from Radio Television Digital News Association of Canada, RTDNA for short. Anyway, won the two representations that year in Prairie region. In 2013, he was eventually inducted to the Western Association of Broadcast Hall of Fame. That year, the city of Calgary recognized him with the Comrade Achievement Award for this community industry. Following retirement from this anchor position, Jens continued with the CTV and hosted a weekly show Inspired. He later hosted a weekly show on Yes TV. He died on the morning of November 2nd, 2024. He was 83 years old. And my last step topic, I'm going to read this, and this is personal for me to share this, and it has to be news related, okay? It has to do with this, okay? And what it was really, I have to share this, and this is news for me. It has to do with my Granddaddy Bays. 10 years ago today, Granddaddy Bays have left us peacefully at the age of 88. He was retired after more than 4 years of service at Stone Coalition and was a U.S. Navy veteran. Bays is a long-time member of the First Baptist Church of Bound. He was very active in the choir. And was raised by his wife, Annette Horn Anderson. His father had 3 daughters. My Aunt Lynn, from my Uncle Ken at the time. My Aunt Helen, from my Uncle Tom. My Aunt Judy, and 2 sons. My stepdad, from my mom. And my Uncle Jack, from my Aunt Marie. Uncle Tom, 2 sisters. There are 2 of them there. I'm not sure they're alive back now. And Dr. John, from Dr. John at the time, which I talked about Miss Caroline at the time. And 15 grandchildren, including me, and 2 great children, and some nieces and nephews. So that was sad news report. I talked about this in LJPCBM 10 years ago. So there you go. Anyways, let's get the more side reflection right now. Thank you. Recipes, a lot of people that talk about earlier in this episode. And we're going to talk about one topic to read, and that is, of course, Final Cut Pro 11. And that we're going to talk about it now. It begins, he mentioned earlier today. So it begins with a new chapter review editing on Mac. And now your new features, start drawing tools, and new creative options to come with the Final Cut Pro across Mac, iPad, iPhone Plus, including except the virtual video. Anyway, today I'm involved in Final Cut Pro 11, supercharged with a bunch of new features across powerful updates, Final Cut Pro for iPad, Final Cut Camera, Logic Pro, something like that. Offering new tools like Magic Mouse and Howie, MJ transcribing captions, Final Cut Pro 11 for Mac. Also supports the import and delivery special video projects directory Application Pro, which I'm going to get very soon, so badly. Anyway, was to get it well. Final Cut Pro for iPad 2.01, advanced touch first editing experience with support advanced light and color. With new live drawing inks, advanced late feedback, even more built-in content, including color grading, presets, and dominant soundtracks, and other meaningful workflow improvements. Final Cut Camera 1.1, the Essential Pro recording app for iPhone, and supports 4K 120 frames per second. Wow. Recording of one iPhone 16 Pro. The ability to apply a preview lookup on table LUT while recording the ability to log and crossing HEVC video the smaller file size and supercharged songwriting, beat making, producing, and mixing. Market Pro for Mac 1.1 and Logic Pro for iPad 2.1 as support for the new Magic Room Zimmer plugins and that. Anyway, the new version of Final Cut Pro for Mac and iPad, respectively. Excuse me. Anyway, Final Cut Camera and Logic Pro for Mac and iPad are available today on the App Store. A creative apps are artists, producers, directors, and editors around the world the tools they need to impress themselves and realize their artful visions, said Brett Charles Watson. I was senior director of Worldwide Party Marketing for apps like that. With the powers of Apple, Silicon, and state-of-the-art machine learning companies like that, Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro are faster and more intelligent than ever. These latest updates give creators professional more solid information to explore whatever that's more fine-tuned masking for color grading or amazing sound progression like that. Greater registry and measuring the workflows. So anyway, Final Cut 11, which I'm not going to read much about. So that's all I just want to talk about. So what do you think about the Final Cut Pro 11 that's already out this week?
Yeah, it's great. It's a nice update to version 10.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, for Apple users who want to get serious about videos and stuff, then yeah, Final Cut Pro is the way to go for Mac users.
Yeah, for Mac users like me, exactly.
And me.
And you.
Because I have one too. Though I'll be getting ScreenFlow. But that's a whole nother topic.
Okay. But anyway, that's all the topics I'm going to have for right now. Now let's move on to what I've watched on. Now that's all the topics I'm going to read for right now. Now let's move on to what I watched with Max. Now is of course Boys World Seasons 1, Episode 6 through 9. I don't have much game service right now, so let's do Paris Production Group stuff right now. So shall we? So we got for us. Let's get to
and
my
what
cards.
I put on the chat room, I made a funny AOL joke.
Yeah, I heard about that. It was so hilarious, you know?
Yes. So instead of the guy saying, "You got mail," I said, "You got tits."
Yeah, well, I was reading news topics. Anyway.
And then instead of saying goodbye, you'll be saying good night.
Oh, God. Oh, wow.
like Billy driving a Ridge Racer car.
Wow.
And then he runs over Mr. Bucket, and then he kills him.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I wish it was a true story.
Oh. I wish it was. Higher.
There's a cool cat. Oh boy, we'll all be crying.
We'll all be crying, yeah. Wow. Yeah! Next. 10. One more is $10,000. 12. 9. 7. Well, not bad. $10,000. Review it now be 1 and 10. Not bad. Danger car. Here we go. $1 million. There we go. No strikes whatsoever. Home stretch. 25,000. Not bad. 1. That'll be blue. No, not bad. 8. There we go.
And if you guys haven't followed me on Blue Sky, feel free to do so.
Free, yeah. I have done Blue Sky since Lucas Bradley told me about it.
I just joined.
Wow, 5 and 12. Wow.
Well, it's okay. You need that 25,000 would get you. Buy that choo.
Best episode ever in Game 7. Well, I can't believe it. Let's do the notes and we'll wrap things up. Let's see. We have bedtime stories episode. We're not in the bedtime numbers. We're around numbers. Bedtime stories, dinner time. Then we got Wheel of Fortune Daily. If you haven't followed my main channel, we have Wheel of Fortune Daily at the time, 10 through around 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah. I don't have anything random for notes in the moment, so I'll fix that next week. We'll be back for a brand new episode of Elgin Friday, excuse me, okay, next week. Be looking out for it, so there you go on that. Anyways, guys, that was Elgin Friday's episode number 418. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Next one be part 1 of the Thanksgiving episode of Elgin Fridays for you guys to enjoy. Till next time, so Jerry's Box, baby. We're going to Elgin Fridays. We guys very soon. So Jefferson out. See ya.
See you next Friday.